Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel with Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed! And today I'm going to share with you my wrap-up for the Step Right Up Athon! And I kind of don't like that angle. Hold on, we're going to push this tad bit further back. That works better. But Step Right Up Athon was hosted by Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime and Linda from Linda's World of Books. I will have both their channels linked down below. Actually, I might actually link the live show that happened earlier today. And it took place from the 7th of July to today, the 21st. And I hit every challenge! Granted, I didn't read every book on my TBR. I read 2. Thought I only read 1. But apparently I read 2 out of 5 on my regular TBR. So I got my little handy zancy little paper here so I can read each challenge and tell you what I read for each challenge and like which route I went with it. Okay? Are you ready to get into this wrap up? We all know I am. The first one was to either read a book written more than 5 years ago, or read a roller coaster. Or ride a roller coaster, read a book that takes you for a ride. And for this, I read Flawless by Sarah Shepard, book 2 in the Pretty Little Liars series. Gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Really, really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next one. Everyone knows what Pretty Little Liars is about, I'm assuming, if you've seen the show. It's about 4 friends whose best friend was murdered, and now they're getting, a year later, the body was found, and now they're getting text messages saying that if you don't do these things, we'll spill all your secrets. And this book was written in 2007, which was 12 years ago. So it's safe to say this book was written more than 5 years ago. And after I read this, I immediately put them up to book 10 in the series on hold. Well, minus one of them that I actually own that I found for like $2. But you'll be seeing a lot more of this series. Because before the year is over, this is a series I would like to finish. And I'm kind of thinking if I enjoy it all the way to the end, I might check out more of Sarah Shepard's work. Have you guys read this series? Comment down below and let me know what you thought of it. Next was to read a book with a dragon or take a chance and roll a dice, which I had rolled a 5, so it says for 1 or 5, read a book with an animal in the cover. I was originally going to read another book, but we've decided we're putting that off for another video idea. So if you have seen my TBR for this, you know what that is. But instead I read Bull by David Elliott. Melanie from Completely Melanie suggested this as a book that I would love, this poetry book. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I will be purchasing my own copy of it because it is just effing phenomenal. This tells the story of the Minotaur in Greek mythology, how he was born, how he was raised. I have never felt sorry for the Minotaur before reading this. And like at the very beginning, they have the cast of characters, and like before every poem, they have the character's name at the top. Like, just for example, it goes, Poseidon's, "What up, bitches? Am I right or am I right? That bum Minos deserved what he got. I mean, I may be a god, but I'm not unreasonable. And when I am, so what? Like I said, I'm a god. Reason's got nothing to do with it." It's an example. I have never laughed so hard at a poetry book, I think, ever. This is just phenomenal. If you have not read it, definitely check it out. Charlie from Charlie, I'm looking at you, girl. You would love this. You would love this. Definitely gonna check out and see if David has any more books out, because this is phenomenal. Next, number 3 was to read a classic or choose your fate and pick a card. Either choose the Ace of Spades, which is to read a book with a warrior or a fight in it, or Queen of Hearts. Read a book with red or gold on the cover. I kind of chose a book that had both. I had another one chosen, but that one was in the fantasy realm, and I just wasn't in the mood for fantasy. So I read 113 Minutes by James Patterson and Max DeLello. This is about a woman whose son was murdered, and she's gonna seek revenge. So it's got a lot of fight in her character. There's red on the cover, and then you flip it on the back. The back is all gold. My only issue I had with this, give it a 3 out of 5 stars. This is such a basic and average thriller. I didn't feel for any of the characters. I didn't care for what was going on. It was very basic. It wasn't a horrible book, but it wasn't the best thing I've read. So to me, averages are about a 3 star. So it got a 3 star, and I think it's hard for me to label anything James Patterson under a 3 because it's me. But yeah. Next was to read a book with illustrations or snack time. Either Candy Apple, read a book with bite, or Candy Floss, read a fluffy book. And for this, I read a book with bite. And I'm pretty sure I just read one of the best books I'll have read all year, or at least my best thriller of the year. And that is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This follows a woman by the name of Jules Larson, who is offered a job to be an apartment sitter in this prestigious building. I don't know if it's considered a hotel. Is it considered a hotel or just a building? Oh, it's just a building. But this book, this is by far one of Riley Sager's best. This is his best book by far. Personally, I still like Last Time I Lied a little bit more, personally for my taste, but this is his best written work. And I think he finally found his niche, because this book is very much, this is gothic, creepy, just downright everything. And I think Kayla from Books and Lala put it best. You could give me any sort of different ending to this, and I still would have been okay with it. Because I thought X, Y, and Z was going to happen, and A, B, C happened. And I was like, wait, what? And then E, F, G happened. And you're like, the fuck? And then they added in I, J, K. And I was like, what just happened? If you have not read this, I highly recommend it. This, it's a thriller, so I don't want to tell much about it. But going into it, this book, oh my god. Yes, Jules is not a character you particularly would be rooting for, but I think that added to the story, because she's just amazing. And the way this book just grips you, it's not even that long of a book. I read this in a day and a half, which is a little bit longer than I would have read, that I've read any of the other Riley Sagers, if it wasn't for the fact that I worked while I was trying to read this. It would have been done in a day, but oh my god! Check this book out. And look at that stunning cover. Let's be honest. It's just stunning. And last but not least is to either read a book with royals or a group read. And I buddy read this book with Emily at Novell Novels. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I gave this author a second chance, because this is by far, this is just like Lock Every Door to me, one of the best books I've read this year. And this plus Lock Every Door will definitely be on my top 10 books of the year list. And that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is the origin story of the Queen of Hearts. And I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. I thought it was just going to be a beautiful book. Beautiful undercover. And I thought it was just going to be average. I read Cinder from the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer and gave it a 3.5 stars. The writing was good. I just don't like Cinderella. But, oh my god! This book made me feel so many emotions. I was bawling my eyes out. I felt for Kath. Ugh. Why is it that some of my favorite characters are named Kath? Cather from Fangirl. Catherine from this. Just, if you haven't read Heartless, read it. I don't want to go in too much into it because I feel like that kind of spoils the journey of the book. But I will state Jest has my heart and soul. And I want a man like Jest. Just saying. Just saying. And that, my dears, is the 5 books that I completed for the Step Right Up-a-thon. Did you take part in Step Right Up-a-thon? If you did, comment down below and let me know what you read. What was your best book during the readathon? Did you find any new favorites? Because I found quite a few. But yeah, I want to say thank you to Nikki and Linda for this amazing readathon. And if you do it next year, you know your boy is already hooked and will be taking part. And if you girls need any help, just let a little fairy know. Put a little fairy dust on it, on the play. Yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe because you know you wanna. Because I'm just extra, read about it. But you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Until next time, bye.